don't fear the isolation. The isolation is essentially where you die and you're reborn. Um, and that process requires stillness. It requires presence. It requires awareness. So essentially, if we're distracted, if our awareness is being pulled all over the place, or if our awareness is even into other people, if our consciousness is focused on other people at that time, that is going to be detrimental to our awakening process and to the energy shifting and its recalibration. So we really want to surrender to periods of isolation. And initially, it can feel very jarring and it can be a little scary, especially if we have done a lot in life to avoid ourselves. You know, we all have coping mechanisms. We've all developed these mechanisms, and essentially, these mechanisms are being stripped away. Your ways of coping in the past will no longer work when you are going through the Kundalini awakening and rising process. Those coping mechanisms slowly will get stripped away, because those were either fear-based programs, those were inherited programs, those were programs you carried from past lifetimes. They do not serve the embodiment of your higher self. They do not serve the embodiment of your light and your soul. So all those ways of being and managing that you had relied on once to manage big emotions will no longer work, because you're really being asked to sit and feel, essentially, to feel and to welcome back all of those parts of you that were exiled, that were sent away, that were deemed too big or too dangerous. And through that, connect back with your own intrinsic power and your connection to the divine that you are and the divine that is within you. So please, if you're going through a spontaneous Kundalini awakening, do not fear the isolation. Do not try and run away from that isolation, as tempting as it may be. I tried it on and off, but then I realized that that is not the call of the energy. And the quicker you surrender to the energy and you allow her to do what she knows how to do, the quicker you're going to get out of that cycle and allow that recalibration to take place and allow whatever wants to be birthed through you to come through. What that return to self, you're returning to your true nature in layers and layers. And as every layer gets peeled back, another part of you comes online.